All right, boys, girls, people of all ages, it is another work day. So up at the mod garage again. Yesterday I was up here working on a Fiesta ST, did a turbo swap on that one, downpipe, motor mounts, whole bunch of stuff going on with that car. Not too bad to work on for a Fiesta ST. I was gonna record that one, but with not knowing Fiesta STs that well, I didn't want to jump into it and just be back and forth between the camera and working on the car. I'd rather just focus on the car, get it figured out, get it done with, get it out of here. Not too bad though. So today we're working on that other 06 STI, that white one. I got to rebuild these heads today that I have in front of me. I've shown you guys how to rebuild heads. This engine had, well, the car has 200,000 miles approximately on it. So for the tune, we want to mitigate any potential issues with the car. So with it having 200,000 miles on it, the stock valve springs could just be a little more worn than needed. So while I have everything apart, now's the perfect time to swap valve springs. While I have the valve springs out, it's a good idea to do the oil seals as well that go on top of the valve stems. So we're using Viton valves. It's pretty much the exact same setup that I have in my STI, the 05 STI, but with stock valves. It's gonna be an easy, chill day. I wanna get the heads bolted onto that short block if I have time. We are gonna time it today, and then I'd like to get it dropped back in the car. But before we jump into it, a couple things real quick. I ordered some pretty cool stuff for the 05 STI that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. It's going to take about 3 to 4 weeks for them to manufacture and make the parts for the car. But it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. I cannot wait to show you guys when they come in. And to keep you guys updated, I will be at Big Northwest on Sunday, August 1st for anyone else who is going. I'll probably just be in like general parking with everyone else. So if you see me, come say hi. So this is what we got going on right now. I've shown you guys how to completely build these heads before. So I'm just gonna probably time lapse going through this part of it. It's just pulling out the retainers, pulling out the springs, pulling out the old oil seals. You will need a Company 23 tool if you're going to do this. I'll link that down below, as long as with everything else that you're needing and the parts that I'm using. If you do want to use these, I do suggest we're just using the Brian Crower steel single spring set, the GSC Viton valve seals, and then the, what are these, GSC spring seats, something along those lines. But relatively annoying. I hate messing with the keepers on these. The best thing that I found to pull out keepers is tweezers and to put them back in. They're non-magnetic, so that way they don't stick to everything. But let's get these heads, both of them swapped, both of them rebuilt. Let's get them back on the short block. So I've got this head done and rebuilt. Every time I build head, this is the worst part of any engine build in my opinion, is just fighting with valve keepers. Like sometimes they want to go in, sometimes they don't. Maybe I'll spend like a minute on one and like 25 minutes on another one. Absolutely makes me lose my mind. I still have the other head to do, but before I do that other head, I just want to take a break from doing like valve stuff right now. So I'm gonna get this head bolted up onto the engine. So short block, we have an IAG stage 1 short block, I believe this one is. It's not closed deck, it's still open deck IAG. So it's got built internals, rods, pistons, the whole king caboodle on both of those. So we're gonna get this head on. We're using ARP 2000 head studs on this engine, just because, I mean, if we have it apart, head studs are a little bit better than head bolts. So let's get this guy slapped on there. I need to grab the head gasket from this Street Pro kit that we have right here. Head gaskets, I see you down there. So let's get this guy bolted on here. I just cleaned all this goodness off, so it's ready for its head gasket. Slide right on, like so. Come on, baby. Just need to get you past these head studs. Everything lines up nicely. Everything lines up perfectly. These are like very interesting head gaskets. Let me wipe off the surface on the head. We'll see. Okay. Bam, that slid right on there nicely. Very nice. Very nice, y'all. Give her a couple love taps to seat down into the dowels. Nice. Come in here, lube up all of our guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, get some lube on them threads. All right, now I gotta wash the washers and the bolts to get all the grease off of those from ARP. So I'm gonna put red Loctite on all the bolts. I'm kidding, don't do that. Don't do that. I wonder what would happen if you did though. Head studs, get you in your homes. 30 to start with. Now we go 60. Gotta get like a power stance going on here. All right, now one more time, we'll go up to 90. You know, if I ever have a shop or a garage like to my own, I'm gonna build an engine stand on a wall so that way when I go to torque down head studs, I don't have to hold the engine stand with my feet. Because as much as I love that and I love running myself over with an engine, I don't. 90, let's go. Fuck, dude, some of these don't want to make things easy. So with the driver's side head torqued back down onto the short block, I'm gonna go through here. I'm gonna get this side completely reassembled before I go and mess with that other head. I just don't want to deal with valve lock guys. Wow, I don't even remember the name of them right now. Keepers. I just don't want to deal with the keepers right this second. So I'm gonna get this side reassembled. We're gonna clean it one more time, throw some assembly lube on anything that will be a moving part, clean the cams, throw them in here, get this side sealed up nicely. I'll probably throw the thermostat housing back onto with the thermostat. Just to get this side done, I just, one side at a time. We'll just take this engine one side at a time. So I've got the driver's side head all done at this point, or the driver's side head. Yeah, I've got the driver's side head all done at this point. It's bolted back on the car. Everything is on there. I'm gonna point out something to you guys that I miss almost every single time. I'd say like 7 times out of 10, I forget to put this on and then I have to go back and backtrack everything I've done. It's really annoying when you forget this, but let me show you what it is. This upper AVCS line, I swear, I forget that thing every single time I go to reassemble an engine. So this time I made sure that I remembered to put that thing back on. So this side's all sealed up, good to go. We got brand new NGK 2309 spark plugs in here. Coil packs are bolted back in. Everything is sealed up there, so we should have no oil leaks, brand new exhaust studs on here. The last thing that I have to do over here is torque down the cam gears, but I'm not going to do that till I get the other head on, so that way I can just time everything right after I do that. But I am pretty impressed with this. I enjoy working on Subarus. There's something about Subarus that I just enjoy. They're like Legos. Subarus are so easy to build for some reason. I don't know why. Then again, I haven't really ventured out to like start building other engines, which will come in due time when the resources allow for it. But overall, I mean, I don't mind doing this stuff. I enjoy doing it. Now, I gotta deal with the valve keepers on that head over there. So let's bring it over to the bench, disassemble it, and get it ready to be thrown on here. Bro, look at that. We've got brand new, well, they're not brand new. We've got rebuilt heads on this thing, ready to go, brand new short block, completely reassembled, ready to do timing at this point. This thing's gone by pretty quick. So today, what we've knocked out is valve seals, valve springs. I kept all the old ones over here in this box for the owner. I like to show them the stock parts that come out because I feel like some shops just screw people. So being able to actually show them that those are the parts that came out of the car, I don't know, gives me like a weird sense of like an achievement, accomplishment. I don't know, call it what you will. Got brand new IAG billet half moons on here. Everything is sealed up nicely. Head gasket is the heads are torqued down to the short block. We are good to go at this point. So I'm gonna have my lovely assistant Brian come out here and hold all of these cam gears for me. Now, Yeah, I'm talking about you. Now, whenever it comes to torquing these down, Subaru spec is 21.8 foot-pounds with an additional 45 degrees. That works out to about 72 degrees, as I found throughout a couple Naziok forms. So I'm just going to end up doing it that way. If I could just torque it to a number, not have to worry about degrees or anything like that, it just makes life a little bit easier. So let's torque these guys down, all four of them. All four of them. All right, now that we got the cam gears torqued down, before we go to put the timing belts on, I can put the timing belt on first. I'm gonna get the seal in here, get the 3 little 8mm Allens on there. We'll get the timing belt lined up, we'll get the car in time, get all the timing covers back on, and then this should be ready to go back in the car. So I've got the long block reassembled at this point. Heads are rebuilt. We've got new Brian Crower stainless steel valve springs in there. Viton valve seals by GSC. Spring seats by GSC also. Re-cleaned, re-lubed, re-put back together, re-torqued down. Everything is good to go at this point for this engine. So Thursday, I should be able to, you guys are seeing this Wednesday, so Thursday, my day, which will be Friday for you guys, I'll show you guys how to reinstall an engine because I did do a video on how to remove them. I'll do a video on how to reinstall them as well. Not all the auxiliary stuff like AC, power steering, all that stuff because that's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll show you how to put the engine back in. But let me show you what we're working with here. So, I mean, like every other Subaru build we do, it is pretty much reassembled, good to go. I just have the intake manifold set on here right now, so it's off the table. So that way, if anyone else needs to use table space, they definitely can. But it's really not that bad to reassemble Subarus. Like I said, I enjoy working on Subarus. They're all pretty much like Legos at this point. They're easy to reassemble. They're easy to put together. A lot of people are put off by like reassembling these or putting them together, taking them apart. It's really simple once you start digging into them. After you do your first disassembly and reassembly of one of these engines, I guarantee you could probably do another one with your eyes closed. Probably not with your eyes closed, but you could probably do another one. But this one's ready to go back in the cur. So honestly, just another chill day building engines, just trying to save up some money to be able to pay for the EG. Haven't had any updates from the fabricator. I got to go down there tomorrow, so if he's working on the car, I'll bring the camera. I've got like half a video shot on getting the exhaust manifolds made, but I have all of the oil stuff he needs to be able to fabricate the passenger side of the exhaust manifolds because we have to readjust where the exhaust manifold routes due to where the oil cooler sits and where the oil filter goes because we don't want to put the exhaust housing or the exhaust manifold right in the way of where the oil filter and everything sits because it's just going to make changing the oil on that thing a nightmare. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys on this one. So if you like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, cyan, whatever color it turns for you. Color of the day today, red. Like the intake manifold on this engine. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit your boy up one of these corners. No idea which one I'll put it in quite yet. And with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies.